Welcome to Everyday English Talk Channel. Today, John and Emily will show you how to speak English in a friendly and warm way without using big, complicated words. Whether you are talking to a new friend, a coworker, or a stranger, this dialogue will teach you simple, natural phrases that make people feel comfortable and happy around you. Let's get started.
Hey, Emily. You look really happy today. Did something good happen?
Oh, hi, John. Yes, I got some good news at work. But first, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. It's a nice day today, isn't it?
It really is. I love mornings like this. The weather is so nice and calm.
Same here. So, what's your good news? I'd love to hear it.
Well, my boss told me I'm going to lead a new project next month. I'm a little nervous, but also very excited.
Wow, that's amazing! Congratulations, Emily! You really deserve it. You always work so hard.
Thank you so much, John. That's really kind of you to say.
I mean it. You're one of the most careful and thoughtful people I know at work.
You're making me blush. But I have to say, you're always so nice. How do you always know the right thing to say?
Well, I don't always know, but I try to be real and honest. I think people can feel when you're being genuine.
That's such a good point. I've noticed that too. Tip 1, start with simple questions like, how are you? Or did something good happen? It shows you care. Tip 2, use words like amazing, wonderful, great, and nice instead of complex vocabulary. John, can I ask you something? Sometimes when I talk to new people, I feel nervous. I don't know what to say. Do you ever feel that way?
Oh, absolutely. Everyone feels nervous sometimes. It's totally normal.
Really? You always look so comfortable talking to people.
I used to be nervous too, but I learned a few simple tricks that helped me a lot.
Oh, please tell me. I really want to get better at this.
Okay, so the first thing I do is I listen more than I talk. People love to feel heard. If someone is speaking, I give them my full attention.
That makes a lot of sense. I sometimes worry too much about what I'm going to say next, and I stop listening.
Yes, that's very common. But when you truly listen, the conversation becomes much easier and more natural.
What else do you do?
Right. And instead of, I am currently experiencing a high level of fatigue, just say, I'm really tired today.
Yes! The second one is so much easier to understand, and it sounds more human.
Exactly. People don't want a dictionary, they want a friend.
That's a great way to put it. What are some other simple phrases that sound friendly?
Well, no problem is better than it is not an issue. Let me know if you need anything is better than please inform me if you require assistance.
Yes, I feel warmer already just hearing those simpler ones.
And instead of, your contribution to this matter is greatly appreciated, just say, I really appreciate your help.
Oh, that's so much better. Shorter, warmer, and much easier.
The key is, speak the way you would to a good friend. That's the friendliest English there is.
Tip 6. Simple words are more friendly than complex words. Clear language builds connection. Example swap. Thank you so much. Instead of, I sincerely appreciate your assistance. I'm really tired. Instead of, I am experiencing significant fatigue.
Right. And instead of, I am currently experiencing a high level of fatigue, just say, I'm really tired today.
Yes, the second one is so much easier to understand. And it sounds more human.
Exactly. People don't want a dictionary. They want a friend.
That's a great way to put it. What are some other simple phrases that sound friendly?
Well, no problem is better than it is not an issue. Let me know if you need anything is better than please inform me if you require assistance.
Yes, I feel warmer already just hearing those simpler ones.
And instead of, your contribution to this matter is greatly appreciated, just say, I really appreciate your help.
Oh, that's so much better. Shorter, warmer, and much easier.
The key is, speak the way you would to a good friend. That's the friendliest English there is. Tip 6. Simple words are more friendly than complex words. Clear language builds connection. Example swap, thank you so much. Instead of, I sincerely appreciate your assistance. Example swap, I'm really tired. Instead of, I am experiencing significant fatigue.
Okay, so I want to be more positive, but sometimes people who are too positive sound fake. How do I avoid that?
That's a really smart question. Being positive doesn't mean you say, everything is amazing all the time.
Right, because then people don't believe you.
Exactly. True friendliness means being real and warm at the same time. For example, if a friend tells you they're having a hard day, don't just say, oh, that's great, stay positive.
Yes, that would feel very strange and unhelpful.
Instead, say something like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That sounds really tough. Is there anything I can do to help?
That feels so much more caring and honest.
Yes! You're showing that you understand their feelings. That's called empathy, and it's one of the most important parts of friendly communication.
I love that word, empathy. It means you feel what the other person feels, right?
That's right. And you don't need hard words to show empathy. Simple phrases like, I understand. That makes sense. I can see why you feel that way. These are very powerful.
What about when something good happens to a friend? What should I say?
Keep it simple and genuine. I'm so happy for you. Or, that's wonderful news. Or just, wow, that's so great. All of these are friendly and real.
And those are all easy words. Even a beginner can say them.
Exactly. Friendly English is easy English. You just have to say it with feeling.
Say it with feeling. I like that. Tip 7. Be real, not just positive. Show empathy with simple words like, I understand, or that must be hard. Tip 8. When celebrating with others, use warm, simple phrases like, I'm so happy for you. Okay, but what about when I don't agree with someone? Is it possible to disagree and still sound friendly?
Absolutely. This is so important. A lot of people are afraid to disagree because they think it will make the other person feel bad.
Yes, I always worry about that. I sometimes say nothing because I don't want to cause problems.
I understand, but staying silent can also cause problems later. The trick is, how you say it matters more than what you say.
So, what's a friendly way to disagree?
Start by agreeing with what you can. For example, if someone says, I think we should work every Saturday, you might say, I understand why you think that, and I agree we need to work harder, but I'm worried about burning out. Can we think of another way?
Oh, that's great. You start with, I understand, and then gently share your different view.
Exactly. Other phrases that work well? I see your point, but I think, or that's a good idea, and I'd also like to suggest, or I'm not sure I agree, but help me understand more.
Those all sound polite and open. They don't sound angry or rude at all.
Right. And the goal is not to win an argument. It's to have a good conversation where both people feel respected.
I really like that. Conversation is not a competition.
That's perfect. Say that again. That's so true.
Conversation is not a competition. It's a connection.
Yes, exactly. I love that. Tip 9. Disagree gently. Start with, I understand or I see your point before sharing your different view. Tip 10. Remember, conversation is not a competition. It's a connection.
This has been such a great conversation, John. I feel like I've learned so much.
Me too. I always enjoy talking with you, Emily. You ask such good questions.
Thank you. Now, how do I end a conversation in a friendly way? Sometimes I just say, okay, bye, and I feel like it sounds abrupt.
Yes, the ending of a conversation is just as important as the beginning. A warm goodbye leaves a good feeling.
What do you usually say?
I like to say something that looks forward to the future, like, it was so nice talking to you. Let's do this again soon. Or, thanks for the great chat. I hope you have a wonderful day.
Those are so warm. They make the person feel like you really enjoyed talking to them.
And I did enjoy it, so it's real. Another good one is take care of yourself. It shows you care about their well-being.
What about something shorter? Sometimes I only have a moment.
For a quick goodbye, great talking to you. Or catch you later. Or have a good one. All simple, all warm.
Have a good one. I love that. It's casual and friendly.
And you can always add the person's name at the end. Take care, Emily. That little extra touch makes a big difference.
You do that all the time, and it always makes me feel good.
See? Small things matter. A warm goodbye is like a little gift you give someone at the end of the conversation.
A little gift. That's beautiful, John. Tip 11. End conversations warmly. Use phrases like, it was so nice talking to you, or take care. Tip 12. Adding the person's name in the goodbye makes it feel extra personal and warm. Okay, John, can we do a quick review? I want to remember all the things we talked about today.
Great idea. Let's go through them together. Tip 1. Start with simple, caring questions. How are you? Did something good happen?
Tip 2. Use simple, warm words. Amazing. Wonderful. Great. I love that.
Tip 3. Listen more than you talk. Really pay attention to the other person.
Tip 4. Use the other person's name. It feels personal and warm.
Tip 5. Smile when you talk. People can feel it.
Tip 6. Speak simply. Easy words build stronger connections.
Tip 7. Be real. Show empathy with phrases like, I understand, and that makes sense.
Tip 8. Celebrate genuinely. Say, I'm so happy for you, with real feeling.
Tip 9. Disagree gently. Start with agreement before sharing your different view.
Tip 10. Remember, conversation is not a competition. It's a connection.
Tip 11. End warmly. Give a little gift at the end of every conversation.
And tip 12. Add the person's name. That tiny touch makes a big difference.
Perfect! You remembered them all, Emily. You're going to be amazing at this.
Thank you, John. You really are the best conversation partner.
And you, Emily, are a wonderful learner. Keep going. You're doing great. Now, let's see all the tips in action in one short, friendly conversation. Hey, Emily, how's your day going so far?
Honestly, it's been a little tough. I had a hard meeting this morning.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That sounds really stressful. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Thanks for asking, John. It just tired me out a bit.
That makes total sense.
Tough meetings can really drain your energy. Hey, do you want to grab some coffee later? Sometimes a little break helps a lot.
Oh, that would be so nice. Yes, let's do that. Great. Let's meet at the coffee shop at 3. And hey, no matter how the meeting went, I'm really glad you're here. You always bring such good energy to the team. John, you just made my whole day better. Thank you so much.
Of course! That's what friends are for. See you at 3, Emily.
See you then. Thanks again. You really know how to make someone feel better.
I just followed the tips we talked about today, and they really work.
They really do. I'm going to use them every day from now on.
I know you will. And people around you are going to feel so lucky to talk to you.